beautiful song. Well,
It's a pretty one, isn't it?
we're gonna do about one more here, and then we're gonna have Steve come up and play a couple of tunes. The three of us. That'll be nice. And then a brief intermission, and then we'll get the entire group up here, and it'll be pretty exciting. I think you'll enjoy that.
I can't wait to hear this.
Let's see.
It's gonna be
Who
real
you want to
good.
pick for him, Alan? That I can play.
Can I tell him a joke?
Please. I'd love to.
I want to tell a joke. I just heard this joke the other day, and I thought it was apropos to almost everything. And it'll be real short. I'll make it short, Joe.
Okay.
I won't make it too long. Guys walking along the
Are you
beach.
still going?
Yeah.
Oh, it's
quite-
longer than that.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
Guys walking along the beach.
Oh, there's more. Okay,
Yeah.
go ahead.
Guy's walking along the beach, finds a bottle, picks it up, rubs it. A genie comes out, and the genie says, you can have one wish. You can wish for wealth, health, or wisdom. And the guy says, well, I think I'll take wisdom. And so genie says, poof, you're the wisest man in the world. And the genie disappears. And this guy's friends say, well, now say something wise. And the guy thanks and says, I should have taken the money.
All right. Well, we're gonna.
That's pretty funny, isn't it? See how
Yeah, we're gonna pick one more for you, and this is in the style of many, many fiddle
I
tunes.
think they want me to tell another joke.
No, okay. Maybe later,
All right, yeah.
on the way home.
Okay.
Alan will run along the side of your car. Fiddle tunes are interesting in that the melodies exist and they travel many, many places. So you'll find this next melody in the northeast of the United States, in the southeast, in the Midwest. And as it traveled, the melody stayed the same, but the name changed. And so this particular tune appears some places as the Seneca Square Dance, Waiting on the Federals, the Plainsmen, or Georgia Boys. At least that many titles, and so we'll call it the Georgia Boys tonight, and you'll like it. All right. Well, we'd like to reintroduce to you this great flat-picking performer. Travels all around the world and plays so much great music. Steve Kaufman, please make him welcome back to the stage.
You want me to move over one, or you please can grab it? Oh, that's good.
All right, we're gonna play a couple of tunes here. We got one of the nice things about events like this is groups get together that normally don't get to play together, and so this is really fun. And so we decided on a couple. What was the first one we were gonna do?
Forky the cross-eyed deer.
Oh yeah. A good tune that we like a lot, and maybe one of the ones that's lesser played. Think about all your favorite fiddle tunes in the key of D, and you might get down the list of ways before you got to this one. One called Forked Deer. If you're new to bluegrass music, you might be surprised to hear this terminology, but if you're down in Tennessee, you've seen the Forked Deer River, and so you'll know what that's about. You've never crossed the Forked Deer?
No, where is it in Tennessee?
It crosses the interstate, I know that. You go right across it.
Really?
And it's the forked part of the Deer River. And,
Yeah,
they wrote a
it
little-
joins in with Cripple Creek, and then they go flow into Salt Creek.
Yeah.
It's right down the hill from Cumberland Gap.
Right, so it's,
I think they're pulling my leg.
Yeah.
oh, get out of here.
Years ago, there was a small creek that ran across some land, and the Corps of Engineers and the Highway Department came through to build a highway, and they didn't ask everybody in the neighborhood and the whole area what the name of that little river body of water was, and nobody knew what it was. They said, there is no man that lives on a farm that is adjacent to that, where you're going to build that, so you could go ask him. So they asked him, went out to his house, and he said, well, we just always called it the creek. And so sure enough, a few months later, when they had it built, they put a big sign on the bridge over it, and it said Crick Creek. And so the local newspaper people went out to the guy's house and asked him, what do you think of that sign, Crick Creek? And he said, well, they got it backwards. Forked Deer. Oh, always big fun to play with folks that you don't get to play with all that much. It's great. Red strings.
Wow.
I should mention, just so people don't think I'm this good by accident, I have a red pick. That is the secret of great performers everywhere. And Alan is wearing red clothing for the very same reason. So we'll pick one more for you before we take a little intermission. We'd invite you to stretch your legs, stand up, come over and meet some of us. Actually touch Alan's hand if you'd like to during the intermission. And we have a few products, Steve Kaufman products and Joe Carr and Alan Munde products over on the table there. And
Give me a few minutes to get back in my street clothes before I get back.
oh, all right, yeah, he's going to be changing, so don't bother Steve until he makes it back and gets into his regular street clothes before you bother him. But he'd be glad to sign body parts or whatever you're interested in after the show. All right, here is Red Wing. Here's a good one. Let's see, I'll go. Steve Kaufman, Alan Munde, I'm Joe Carr. Stick around. There's a lot more in the second half of the show. Thank you.